Slicing through the Welsh town of Llangollen, the River Dee cascades over a series of rocky steps. That is the venue for the latest round of Extreme Slalom. Extreme Slalom pits canoeists against each other whilst racing down the rapids. So what are the rules?
So essentially it's two people against each other.
There's 5 touch boards down the course.
So you've got to hit the touchpad with your hand as you go past.
I have to do a freestyle move or attempt to.
But the way to really get your place in the next round is to be first to the bottom, having touched all the boards and done something spectacular.
Dirty tactics would be contact, holding onto the other person's boat, pushing them away. But yeah, if you get seen doing that, you'll be disqualified.
You can certainly give their tail a little bash, which will steer them in the wrong direction potentially.
I like to get a bit of aggression in there, so hopefully I won't get disqualified, but hope to sort of battle out for the eddies a little bit.
So then the first person from each round goes through, and then there's another round, and it's just a knockout like that until you're left with the best 2 paddlers, and they race it out for the grand title of Extreme Slalom Champion.
All the kayakers are experienced whitewater paddlers, but who are the strong contenders? Anton Lepek, who enjoys paddling in Nepal, is reasonably confident.
I think as long as you get a good start on the first round and get through the tough one, I think I should stand a good chance of getting a good result. So we'll see how that goes though. Pretty tough round.
Top seed Eddie Meads comes into this event with high hopes.
I do a lot of the extreme racing. This year I took part in the World Championships in Austria, so that was a lot of fun. And earlier in the year we had the Train Fest, which was also organised by River Legacy, and that was really good as well. So.
Larry Davis has a lot of competition success and is the number 2 seed.
Oh, well, this is a bit different because there's a speed element, but I have done quite a lot of extreme races in the last few years as well. So I don't know. There's quite a few good female paddlers here today, so it'll be interesting, and a few different backgrounds as well. So there's whitewater paddlers, freestyle paddlers, and slalom paddlers. So who knows?
At only 15, Zach Allen has plenty of experience.
I've been paddling for about 11 years, mostly slalom. I'm ranked 15th in Prem at the moment. I was in the junior 3B team this year, and since I was about 6, 7, I did some wave hopper racing and whitewater racing.
And expectations for James Coney are high.
Well, I'm seeded 5th, which is a bit optimistic, and I'm drawn in the first round against Anton Lepek, who was a sick-line entrant. So it's going to be the first round will be the toughest, I think. But if I can make it through that, we'll see how it goes. It should be good.
On the early runs, there's mixed fortunes. Andy Butler sails through, but Jet Moore gets his line slightly run. So too does Neve Stacks, but hopes a freestyle trick will get her through.
Apparently I got a really big woo for my freestyle move, so you know, I might be a wild card.
Yeah, good wild card in there.
For Zach Allen, the heat is much more straightforward. And Larry Davis, competitor 89, very nearly lets her lead disappear and has to work hard in the eddy, but with grim determination wins the heat and goes through to the next round. Then some are just claimed by the Llangollen town rapids. But safety is always at hand. Having knocked out James Coney in the first round, Anton Lepek, competitor 46, has his work cut out here with John Haynes. But a much tighter turn into the target area is all he needs to go through. But tactics are starting to show in this round.
It's not the gates that are going to be difficult, it's the other paddler that's going to knock you out of your line.
It's all part of extreme slalom, and despite this, the oldest competitor, Steve Ware, goes on and shows great determination, hits the target and drops down the fall to the eddy. And then he goes through to beat Matthew Brooks there and go through to the third round. A faster line down the course and a neat trick pays off for competitor 98 Andy Butler. Perhaps it's just reward. Dave Burns knocked out his girlfriend Neve in the first round. It's initially very close here between Andy Moorcroft and James Hughes. But a faster exit here for number 45 Adam out of the eddy puts him through to the next round. Zach Allen powers his kayak down the course, taking the most direct of lines. He just doesn't seem to be putting a paddle stroke wrong. And Dave Moorcroft's spectacular display at the end of the course gains him the points to go through to the next round. By the third round, Anton Lepec is really nailing this course. After two outstanding rounds, Andy Butler shows just how close disaster can be. And unfortunately for Steve Ware, his luck runs out. And Andy makes it through to the quarter-final. Though Zach Allen shows true class, it would only take one mistake for Adam Moorcroft to pounce. It looks as though it's all over here for Lowry Davis as she trails Warwick Redway down the falls.
There was like lots of fighting coming out of the first gate. Yeah, then basically I managed to get the left one at the bottom, like really high up, and he washed out the bottom of the eddy.
But skillful paddling takes her through to the quarter-final. Eddie Mead has been solid through the round and puts out the only other remaining lady competitor, Morgan Rickard, but she will go through to the ladies' final. It's Dave Janes, the 22-year-old local paddler here against Zach Allen for a place in the semi-final. But there seems to be no stopping this young paddler from Northumberland. With grim determination and smooth paddling, he pulls decisively ahead of Dave, and Zach goes through to meet Eddie Mead in the semi-finals. A strong challenge here from Dave Parry, but it's not enough as Andy Butler pulls ahead and does a fantastic run down the course to put him into the semi-finals.
Bit of a fight off the start line, a little bit of boat contact going down the first drop, and then cruise down, beat into the eddy after a little sneaky roll trick, and then after that we pretty much clean sailing from then on in. Just got to the second marker first, and then won.
It's an intriguing battle in this semi-final between Andy Butler and his ex-girlfriend Lowry Davis, who shows she's more than capable of outsmarting and out-paddling many of the men in this competition. But on this occasion, luck was not with Lowry. She has to be content with the ladies' final. And Andy will meet Zach in the grand final, as Zach knocked out the number 1 seed, Eddie Meads. Midway through the ladies' final, Lowry Davis, on her local rapids, has pulled decisively away from the 17-year-old South Walian. In the grand final, it's a face-off between the youth of Zach Allen and the experience of Andy Butler.
Just going down the main falls, just working as hard as you can back to the next target, just driving across the rocks, manoeuvring in and out the next few rocks going down. Got to jump in quite hard into the eddy on the left.
I caught him up in the first eddy, but couldn't do anything, he was just too quick for it, and then kind of was close to him in the fourth eddy, but again he was just out it too quick, so fast boy.